Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher, and school is in session. And today's lesson is going to be on the Luciferic nature of New Age spirituality. Now, I know me saying this, I might sound like a hypocrite to a lot of you because I talk about the occult, I talk about esoterics, and I emphasize these occult elements in my own spiritual practice. However, there is a difference between what I advocate and what I practice and what I see a lot of in conventional New Age spirituality. I'm going to read a quote by the legendary Bill Cooper from his book, Behold a Pale Horse. The worship of knowledge, science, or technology is Satanism in its purest form, and its God is Lucifer. And he makes a point to note that there's a difference between the worship of and the study of. As truth seekers, as light workers, we are called to study everything. Another quote by Bill Cooper, which is to listen to everyone, read everything, believe nothing. Form your own opinion, form your own belief. When you know something is true, don't simply take a belief that something is true. And that's what this is all about. And you could apply that quote, even though the quote I just read, he doesn't mention spirituality or New Age spirituality in there, but you can put that in there as well, as New Age spirituality has some genuinely effective practices. Looking at frequency and vibration, there's some great truthful stuff in there. Where it loses me and where I see a lot of other people get lost is when people focus on just the feel good, this lack of substance, where the focus is simply about feeling good all the time, high vibes all the time, and not really understanding how to read and integrate the information of feelings that are not so good. And if you look back to the anthroposophic belief of Lucifer, Rudolf Steiner's belief of Lucifer, Steiner believed that Lucifer was a being that came here that brought light to mankind and taught man the mysteries, the esoterics, the occult. But Lucifer's intention was for you not to integrate these practices, but to get caught up in escapism. As when you just get caught up into the escapism of these mystical practices and just the sensations and the feelings that they bring to you, then and you do it in an ungrounded way, then you're giving your power away. And this was the intention of Lucifer, for you to give your power to him and just kind of your souls to drift off into a planet where he could rule you. And I believe absolutely there is truth in that. Another issue that I see in New Age spirituality, and an issue that is in the forefront of this day and age, is moral relativism. Is this amoral stance where it's all good, there's no good or bad, it's all good, we're all one. That is utter bullshit. And if you believe that, and you tolerate evil, and you tolerate something that is not in your best interest or in humankind's best interest to tolerate, then you are going to be controlled. And that's the agenda, is simply when you look at things as being morally relative, and there's no good or bad, and everything has the same value, then you are truly being deceived, and you're a fool if you believe that. If you actually pay attention to your life, you're going to realize you value some things over others, and that everything has a place. This is the real spirituality, is accepting a place, that the one God, the one creator creates all this, and it all has a value, but not everything is of the same value. And we're here to use the information of what is high value, high vibration, what's in resonance with our soul and our soul contract, and what is not. And consciously choose to align with what is in high vibration and learn from what is not, and learn to have the appropriate relationship with that as well. But to have discernment, the superpower of discernment. And that's how you know if you have a real substantive spiritual practice. Is discernment one of the qualities that's emphasized? Because that's what we need right now. That's part of the creation of the 5D Earth, is stepping into our superpowers, and one of the great superpowers is discernment. And knowing what is evil, what is wrong,